Hi, everyone. It's the Beautiful World podcast with Summer Austin. Today, I would like to share my book writing and publishing journey. I had written some poetry along the years and I compiled it in a book. And I thought, oh, how do I get it published? So there were those companies that tell you have to pay them thousands of dollars to get the book published, and they're doing you a favor, right? So, but I kept looking and reading the rules and how they would have all the rights. I know I'm going hard on them, but uh so I went to the library and just mentioned I'm trying to publish my book, and they mentioned something about KDP Amazon, and I didn't really take heed at the time, but later, I thought I'll try it out. I didn't know it was a free system that you get half the royalties. It's a fair game to play. So I've written. I'm on my 14th book. I see that if you want pictures, if they're color, you would need 74 pages or something like that. But with just black and white pictures, they will take a 24-page book, so I basically just write up to 24 pages, try to fill it up, and so I've written short stories and poetry, starting out with all my old poetry I've written along the years that I've saved, and which was kinda bland. But then I started, like, writing short stories and, like, recounting times of my life and some fiction. And, it's been fun and real, and it's pretty simple and straightforward, the form you have to fill out if you are interested in publishing on KDP Amazon. Just go to the site and follow the prompts as any site on the web. But, I don't know really, like, any advice I could tell you. It's pretty straightforward. I have mine, like, 8.5 by 11, like a book, like a notebook, school paper size. And I also compiled a book and published it with them of 18 short stories, and it's called Time Lost But Not Forgot. Um, and it's just totally various stories that um I've come up with on the Readsy app, which was a writing app based in England, and I just copy and pasted it on. And at the time, I thought I might have been doing something illegal, but I did it anyway. But I Googled it, and since it's my intellectual property, I had the right to paste it into a compilation book. And so I edited that at my family member's request because it was sort of like it had non-applicable stuff in it that I was just trying to fill space to put the 1,000 word count in the prompts that they do weekly to let it be shown on their site on the board that people can comment and like or whatever on it. And it is a really good app, and they do writing meetings, exercises, and groups and Zooms for teaching how to get your book published and different things about character um, development and stuff, like different writing things that would be helpful for you to know if you're a writer. And shout out to them. And so now that I'm on my 14th book, I just thought I'd bring this up on this my podcast, kind of join it together. Not only am I a podcaster, but I'm a author, published author. I also had my poem published in the Empire Poetry Verse book. I entered a contest for that was for New York State authors, and I'm on page 9 and also. there was a veterans publishing company that based in Philadelphia that uh found one of my poems. I entered in a contest and that's in there, one called Day of Fire, which could be like it was a month before 9/11 happened, so it could be a predictive poem of that. And that book is Quilted Remnants. So there's other interesting poems in there too, like uh from others. And so those are those. And my books, there's one called Dripping Faucets, Corners of the World. I started out calling my first book Anonymity, then I did Anonymity 2, I did Good Memories, Time Lost but Not Forgot, and, uh, I can't those are the only ones I have on hand that I can read off, but and then what you could do is order author copies for, like, $2 each if you wanna give them to family or friends or sell them yourself, and, they're posted on Amazon right on the site if you wanna look it up. I mean, if you wanna share the link, for other people to buy it full price, and it's really a good setup, and, my author name is Summer Austin, Summer A. Austin. If you wanna look that up on Amazon, please feel free and welcome to. Uh, they're just whimsical but insightful, I'd say, and fun short stories and poetry, and, well, thank you for listening, yeah, I still have those publishing companies calling me like, "Oh, don't you wanna publish with us? It's only $1,200." Like, I'm already published, I'm okay, thanks." But so, good luck to them, so but, I mean, I thought they were supposed to pay you if they wanna publish your book, but, it gets confusing, like, there's scams out there too, so beware. A couple scam people were calling me, like, shadily asking me, like, "Oh, so you wanna publish your book?" I'm like, if you get a scam call, usually being polite is the best way. Um, well, that's the way I deal with it, and to have them not call you back and, not, like, calling them out like, "I know you're a scam," stuff like that, just more like, "Oh, no, I'm not interested, thank you anyway," something like that, and then we'll just be like, "Okay, we won't bother them anymore," so but, yeah, I guess each person has their own way of dealing with scams, scam calls. Oh, Lord. So, and beware out there because there are scamming. One time I know this is a little off the subject, but I got a text from my bank saying like, "Oh, did you order a gym strobe light, like, for a gym, like a workout gym?" I'm like, "No," and they're like, "Oh, we have to freeze your card." I'm like, "Oh, darn, I put my info on the wrong site. I knew that I shouldn't have done that. It looked like a scam, but I did it anyway. Why did I do that?" Okay, so, yeah, don't get tricked out there. Remember, beware, they have good disguises. So, thanks for listening again. It's been a Beautiful World podcast with Summer Austin. Check out my books. If you like my content on my podcast, it's just like a totally different genre. My podcast is more like my opinions on, well, as in the description, it went from self help and navigating through relationships and like the importance of space in relationships to world news to having great guests. Shout out to all my guests and to Podmatch, which hooked me up with all these great guests. And to my friend who started me as the first uh with the first podcast I had of having a guest. So um I don't know if I should say your name. Like confidentiality is important to me. So I won't like mention anyone unless I have their permission. But so and that's that. I seem to have some calls coming in. I know that's TMI and beside the point, but I hope everyone has a great day. Enjoy your spring. And it's been real. So have a great one. Bye now.